because our boys in the quartet 4 into 100 meters relay, which comprises Gurindervir Singh, Animesh Kujur, Manikanta Hoblidhar, and Amlan Borgohain, they broke the 4 into 100 meter national record. They set a new national record, 38.69, and they broke the old record, which stood for 15 years. 15 साल बाद 4 into 100 मीटर का जो नेशनल रिकॉर्ड है वो टूटा है, और ये कमाल किया इन 4 लड़कों ने, जिनके नाम मैंने अभी लिए, गुरिंदरवीर, अनिमेश कुजूर, मणिकांता एंड अमलान बोरगोहाइन. एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग डिस्कशन आपके सामने होगा, बिकॉज वी हैव विद अस द हीरो of the 100 meters, Amiya Mallick, who set a record, national record of 10.26. Amiya, thank you very much for joining us. It's great to see you. And
thank you.
And may I also inform our viewers that his record was set in 2016 and it stood for 7 years. It was broken in 2023 by Manikanta Hoblidhar, but Amiya Mallick hasn't given up on coming back. Recently we saw him compete, and it was unfortunate, the heat and all that. So, what are your thoughts, Amiya? Before I go on to Sandeep, what are you thinking when you saw this new record being set after 15 years?
I was very happy because as a sprinter, everyone's wish was to contribute towards improving the national standard, and these bunch of athletes have done that. And as a sprinter, I'm proud and looking forward to it. Because they have Asian Championship, again they have Worlds also, so hopefully they get into the Worlds will be the main focus and goal.
Amiya, there are a couple of things which are being attributed to their success. One is of course the training camp and the better facilities, but there are a couple of words being used जो इस्तेमाल हो रहा है: training, technique, athlete conditioning, and modern equipment. How much of an importance do these 4 have? And when you talk about your time, in the sense that when you set the national record, was there something lacking then which these boys are now getting?
A lot of HPCs have come in, and a lot of corporate sectors are now contributing towards it. So because of that, probably the technology have been upgraded to a larger extent, and the facilities the government is providing also now at present is top notch. And I'll tell these bunch of sprinters are lucky at present that they're able to train at under the same roof, and now 4 of them are running equal time, and I think all of them are running below 10:3. So for them, it's a win-win situation from every side.
I'll hop across to Sundeep Misra, a sports editor who has seen many a battle on the track field, has got enormous experience tracking Indian athletics. Sandeep, your initial reaction first on this record, and like I kept badgering you in office, I have so many questions to ask you, is that why did it take 15 years? ये एक सवाल है जो बहुत लोग पूछ रहे हैं कि इतना टाइम क्यों लगता है? 15 साल लग गए एक नया नेशनल रिकॉर्ड क्रिएट करने में in the 4 into 100 meter relay. Sandeep, you'll have to unmute your mic.
Is it okay now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly fine. Go ahead.
Okay. No, starting point, I mean, it's extremely exciting to have a 15-year-old record broken. And I've constantly had this thought, that there are so many events in athletics that, India can easily dominate. When I say easily dominate, at least for the starting point, is the Continental, where the Asian Games, the Asian Championships, where you can make a mark, you come to a point from where you could jump to world levels. We've seen that in the past with middle distance. We've seen that in the past with even a 400 meter. We've seen that with long distance running. Coming back to the record, I think there always comes a time that, some events, they have these ups and downs. You always seen, and out of the blue, we saw javelin, which never really had a high in this country, now suddenly dominating in all spheres. One area where I actually thought we could probably have made a world-class reputation by now was middle distance running, because there was so much of history to it. But coming back here, I think now, if Amiya agrees on this point, that you have a team that can take the next step When he talks about world level, I mean where you're regularly winning Asian Games, where you're regularly in the top three. Of course, the Middle East countries are there who are really dominating also. You have China, you have Japan, which are traditional powerhouses. But I think at this point of time, we are in the position that Indian athletics would want a 4 into 100 relay team out there. I mean, I'll just give you one little example. We constantly think it's Jamaica, it's US, it's Jamaica, it's US. But for the last 20, 24 years, the Americans have not won a gold at the Olympic level, which means that the other countries are really and seriously pushing, like South Africans are pushing them, the Canadians are pushing them. And I think if Amiya can, in the next one, probably elaborate and as to how we can become a much powerful force in Asia and what is the required elements out there.
Why it took 15 years? Because after 2010, the athletes didn't got a chance to come and train together in the national camp. There was no national camp for the sprint male athletes. Neither we got chance to go to smaller tournaments like Asian Championship. Asian Championship is a build-up tournament for the Indian athletes to go to the world level or to the Olympic level. So at present, like I said before, all of these bunch of athletes had very fortunate and got a chance to train uh, at the same place. May it be a corporate sector or may it be a high performance center. So yes, they have to utilize this, and like I said, they have to stay focused, stay fit, and like I said earlier also, this is the year to create history for the Indian sprinters, and they have started with one.
I mean, I just wanted to come in here and probably ask you about the coaching aspect. We've had a long run with Indian coaches, and this is not a criticism of any coaching methodology or whatever. But then now we are suddenly seeing not only an influx, but a slow burn in terms of getting more and more foreign coaches in. Even if you go to the world level, you see people like Carl Lewis and the others who are all basic Olympic gold medalists and really heavyweights of world athletics coming in and coaching their relay teams. How much of an impact does coaching make in a 4 into 100 relay team where it is not about one individual but four individuals which comprise a team?
Yeah, it does, because if you're hinting at foreign training facilities, then I think our athletes are a bit psychologically they are a bit or stay backward. I mean, they think it comes to a lot of other factors also, like we haven't had a great history where our past sprinters have done great job in the international level. So they are underconfident with it, and when a foreign coach guides them, probably it's the confidence which he or she builds fast. And with that, when these bunch of athletes are training together, I think they know the positive and negative side of each other. And when it comes to the relay, coordination plays a major role in it. Like you said, the US team struggles to win a medal. Why? Because they have lack of coordination. So where the Indian team can gain on it, and at present, as these all athletes are training together, for them it will be the most advanced, probably the most positive side to it, where they can push these all 37 change timers and win a medal probably in the world level.
Just to follow, Amiya, on the way, sorry, Arup, I was just following up on that. Just to follow up on the way you just spoke about the Americans. Just before the Paris final, I think, if I remember that tweet, Carl Lewis tweeted that in case the team bombs out, he had already predicted that, there could be a problem that's been happening for almost 20 years. He said one thing very categorically: don't go and ask the athletes, go and ask the coaches. So a follow-up on the coaching aspect that you just said, that is everything at the coach's doorstep, or is a part of it, or maybe a larger part of it, is also at the athlete's doorstep?
I think it's the major part of it with the coaching side, because the athlete is ready to work hard. The athlete is ready to do what it needs on track. So there has to be a belief system on the athletes, and show them the path. Okay, this is the right thing to get the thing done on the given opportunity.
अमिया, कुछ देर हिंदी में बात कर लेते हैं अपने दर्शकों के लिए। तो सबसे पहले एक टेक्निकल सवाल पे आना चाहता हूँ, वो आप ही समझा सकते हैं हम सबको। जो 4x100 मीटर रिले का जो वो होता है, पोजीशनिंग होती है, यूजुअली कहा जाता है कि जो सबसे तेज रनर है वो एंकर लेग दौड़ता है, लेकिन इस बार अगर हम माने इन चारों में से सबसे तेज था अनिमेश कुजूर, लेकिन वो राउंड 2 भागा। और कुछ एक्सपर्ट्स का ये कहना था कि गुरिंदरवीर 100 मीटर स्पेशलिस्ट है, ब्लॉक से कैसे निकलता है बहुत अच्छे तरीके से जानता है। अनिमेश को थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम थी एंकर लेग में, क्योंकि वो बेटन पासिंग में डिफिकल्टीज थी पहले। इसको आप आसान शब्दों में समझाइए कि कितनी अहमियत रखता है, किसकी क्या पोजीशन हो एक रेस में।
एक्चुअली पोजीशनिंग को स्पीड के साथ पोजीशनिंग का कोई भी रिलेशन नहीं है। इट डिपेंड्स कि कोऑर्डिनेशन किसके साथ अच्छा है विद द बैट एंड पास। तो मुझे लगता है कि जैसे आप ओडिशा के टीम देखोगे तो अनिमेश बीइंग द फास्टेस्ट देन इन 2024 और 2025, हम उनको सेकंड लेग में ही प्लेस करते थे हमेशा, क्योंकि हमें वहां से एडवांटेज चाहिए था। और टीम को एक पॉजिटिविटी दिखता है जब भी आपका सेकंड मैन आपको लीड करके बैटन देता है, तो थर्ड मैन पे थोड़ा रिलैक्स रहता है, वो मेंटली रिलैक्स रहता है, वो और एफर्ट्स डाल सकता है और कैरी कर सकता है बैटन को आसानी से। तो ये पहली बात है कि आपकी बैटन एक्सचेंज की कोऑर्डिनेशन कैसी होती है, उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है। इसमें स्पीड से कुछ भी लेना देना नहीं है।
अमोद जैकब से कई बार बातचीत हुई है, हालांकि वो 4x400 मीटर के स्पेशलिस्ट रहे हैं, हीरो हैं। तो उनका एक कहना था कि जो उन्होंने लास्ट रेस वो पेरिस में वो लोग दौड़े थे, तो उसमें दे वर बॉक्स्ड इन, उनको स्पेस नहीं मिला। तो ये बॉक्स्ड इन कॉन्सेप्ट क्या होता है, और क्या ये 4x100 मीटर रिले में भी एप्लीकेबल है?
एक्चुअली 400 में क्या होता है कि आप कुछ लैप के बाद एक लेन पे आ जाते हो, तो उनके लिए वो थोड़ा स्ट्रगल होता है, क्योंकि सबको एक लेन पे ही आके बैटन एक्सचेंज करना होता है। बट इन 100 मीटर इट्स नॉट दैट। इन 100 मीटर आप इंडिविजुअल ट्रैक पे भागते हो, और आपका एक ही फोकस रहता है कि आप जो इनकमिंग रनर है उसके मार्क, हम कुछ मार्क्स रखते हैं, लाइक 20 स्टेप्स, 25 स्टेप्स, 28 स्टेप्स, वहां पे एक मार्क लगा हुआ रहता है। व्हेन द इनकमिंग रनर स्टेप्स ऑन दैट मार्क, आपको रिएक्ट करना होता है आपके पॉइंट से। तो वो बहुत अहमियत रखता है 100 मीटर्स में। अगर उसमें कुछ गड़बड़ होता है तो आपका बैटन एक्सचेंज मोस्टली एक्सचेंज जोन के बाहर हो जाता है, जिसमें आप डिस्क्वालीफाई हो जाते हैं।
So we are just sorry, Arup, continue. No, I just wanted to check on what you guys were discussing right now is about the legs. Is it true? I don't know. I mean, you can clarify this. Is it true that the fastest runner does the third?
No, it's not like that, because if you see in 2008 Olympics, Usain Bolt was running in the third leg. So he was world's fastest. But for Jamaica, he was doing the third leg. तो वैसा कुछ नहीं है. It all depends on the baton exchange. Doesn't matter आपका टाइमिंग क्या है. अगर आपका कोऑर्डिनेशन अच्छा नहीं है, given a chance, given an opportunity, आप बैटन लूज कर लोगे या आपकी टीम डिस्क्वालीफाई हो जाएगी. जिसके चलते हमने हमेशा यूएस मेन एंड वुमेन टीम को देखा है, वो कभी भी मेडल नहीं जीतते हैं, बट उनके 2 रनर्स हमेशा ओलंपिक के फाइनल्स में होते हैं। डिस्पाइट दैट वो कभी भी ओलंपिक्स में मेडल नहीं जीत पाते हैं, क्योंकि उनकी कोऑर्डिनेशन सही नहीं रहती है। सो इट्स ऑल अबाउट कोऑर्डिनेशन।
अमिया, आपने खुद एंकर लेग दौड़ा है और एक बड़ा पिवटल रोल आपका रहा है ओडिशा के गोल्ड मेडल विक्ट्रीज में एट द 2025 नेशनल गेम्स, नेशनल ओपन एथलेटिक्स चैंपियनशिप्स, इंटरस्टेट में भी। तो जब आपको चूज किया गया एंकर लेग के लिए, वो आपको चैलेंजिंग लगा या आपको लगा कि जो जैसी पोजीशनिंग आपकी थी वो बिल्कुल ठीक थी?
हमारा ये प्लान था कि क्योंकि हमारे पास सारे यूथ थे और अनिमेश तभी स्पीड्स के साथ ज्यादा फास्ट भाग पा रहा था, और बाकी सारे यूथ थे हमारे पास जो कि अभी ग्रो कर रहे हैं। तो हमारे पास हमारी स्ट्रैटेजी ये थी कि इफ इनकेस अनिमेस लीड लेके आते हैं और थर्ड लेग में कुछ भी ऊपर नीचे होता है, सो एटलीस्ट आई विल नॉट बी अंडर प्रेशर, आई कैन मैनेज दैट लास्ट लेग. तो उसके वजह से मुझे लास्ट में रखा गया था, इसके पीछे और कुछ भी नहीं था. और सेकंड, लाइक आई सेड अर्लियर की कोऑर्डिनेशन, हम लोगों की कोऑर्डिनेशन इतनी स्ट्रांग थी कि ओडिशा जैसे टीम, आई मीन संदीप ऑल्सो नोज वेल कि हमारी रिले टीम कभी हुआ ही नहीं करती थी, एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करती थी नेशनल प्लेटफॉर्म्स में. क्योंकि मैं एज अ मेल एथलीट स्ट्रगल करता था, मैं अकेला ही था. एज अ मेल एथलीट मैं अकेला ही रिप्रेजेंट करता था ओडिशा को, कोई और मेल एथलीट ही नहीं था ओडिशा में सीनियर्स में. तो समहाउ जब मैंने बोला इससे पहले कि 2010 के बाद हमें चांसेस नहीं मिले, हम कभी ऐसे रिले टीम को रिप्रेजेंट नहीं कर पाए, इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट नहीं कर पाए, तो जब भी ये हाई परफॉर्मेंस सेंटर सेटअप हुआ ओडिशा में और जब एथलीट अच्छे करने लगे स्प्रिंट्स पे, तो मुझे लगा कि नाउ इट्स द राइट टाइम टू फॉर्म अ रिले टीम एटलीस्ट, वे हम इस चीज को आगे लेके जा पाएंगे. और मैं ये NNIS में हमेशा बोला है कि फाइन, इफ यू आर नॉट गिविंग अ नेशनल टीम चांस, यू हैव अ बेटर टीम कॉल्ड ओडिशा हु इज डूइंग 39-4 एट प्रेजेंट. एट प्रेजेंट our स्टेट टीम इज स्टैंडिंग 9 नंबर इन एशिया. आप सोच सकते हो स्टेट की टीम नंबर 9 है एशिया में, छोटी बात नहीं है, जो टीम एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती थी कल. तो अगर इसी टीम को थोड़ा और अपॉर्चुनिटी, थोड़ा और पुश किया जाता, शायद आज जो नेशनल रिकॉर्ड बनी है उससे पहले भी बन चुकी होती.
पर अमिया क्या ये माने कि उड़ीसा नवीन बाबू के अंडर पहले सारा ध्यान हॉकी और पैसा हॉकी ले गया?
वैसा नहीं था, नेशनल स्पोर्ट्स था उसका. मुझे लगता है कि एक हक बनता है, और जब भी एक नेशनल स्पोर्ट्स को कोई पूछ नहीं रहा था तो बाकी, मतलब इसको मैं और आसान बना देता हूं, जब भी घर के बुजुर्ग की रेस्पेक्ट नहीं है तो बच्चों का क्या रहेगा फिर फ्यूचर. तो वैसा था. तो मुझे लगता है कि द देन CM हैड डन वंडरफुल वर्क फॉर हॉकी एंड वी हैव सीन द रिजल्ट्स, वी कुड विन ओलंपिक मेडल्स. और बाकी के स्पोर्ट्स में भी कुछ कम काम नहीं किया उन्होंने, बाकी के स्पोर्ट्स में भी बहुत अच्छा काम किया हुआ.
Sandeep, coming to you, and then you can have a forward chat with Amiya. Usually, the 100 meters is considered the sexiest race in athletics. It is the showcase event. The huge number of people have made their names. They make millions of dollars worldwide. Whoever has made it big, I mean, Bolt, Lyles, there's so many others who are all lined up. What is the impact of the 100-meter race in relay? And there is already talk by Coach James Hillier that we can do a sub 10. Is that a realistic assessment?
I think realism probably will be a wrong word here. I think it's something, if Hillier is saying this, probably there is some form of an imagery that he's probably formed in his mind. And every coach does that. I mean, if you ask Craig Fulton or anybody else, probably not in football, because we know where we are in football, but even 5 years back, if you would have asked any hockey guy, they would have said that, yes, we want to be on the podium, and there's a realistic chance towards it. This is not about being on the podium. This is about going 10 and probably below, which is a highly, I won't say impossible, but it is a very, very difficult task at this moment of time, because so many elements come into it. Amiya knows as an athlete that it is just not about running fast on a particular day. It is about running fast and improving consistently over a period of time, which requires an enormous amount of competition that you get elsewhere in the world, which probably, I think in India, you're probably lacking. You see any of these sprinters, just look at all the Diamond League formats. And yes, we are talking about the top sprinters here. Most of them are virtually everywhere trying to run in some competition or the other, where they can actually measure themselves up as to the training that they did. And then in competition, are the results coming in? And this is a team formation. Again, even if you have one individual athlete, irrespective of the event, it is about a team coming together to create a particular moment for the athlete in a particular competition. I think Hillier probably looks at that yes, I'm going to be in this position for, let's say, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and I have the opportunity to form a particular band that can do well. I think there is more a realistic chance, Amiya can correct me later, that this particular relay team has a better chance of getting onto the podium than you have at this moment of time an Indian athlete going below 10. Because to do that, as I said, there are hundreds of other things that really need to come in and fit in. And I think that's where Sports Authority of India cannot step back. AFI cannot just be a spectator thinking that everybody else will deliver. They also have to chip in different ways or the other. And as Amiya said, the HPC, the high performance centers with their models now that, okay, this is the way we are going. If all of this goes, then we are looking at a timeline of 8-10 years. Amiya can correct me.
I think I cannot give a exact time frame like you said, 8-9 years, because I believe in miracle. India as a country is so diversified, and like you said, no one expected that javelin can go so high one day. And now we all see what is happening in javelin. So yes, when now a lot of corporate sectors have jumped into athletics, and they are so much providing facilities to the athletes. I'm very positive about it. Maybe sooner or later, if we at present push this relay team for the world opportunities, let them go to Europe, let them go to America, start competing, start running with this sub 10 guys, then sooner or later these guys will learn, okay, I've competed with a 9-second runner, sub 10 runner, so this what it needs to focus on my individual session. This is what the drive phase needs to be corrected. This is where my major focus has to be. So that is how probably one day we will see sub 10. But I cannot guarantee your time frame for that.
Okay, let's, before we wrap this up, very interesting chat that we've had. Amiya, I want to come to you with an observation that when you watched that race, which was led by Gurindervir, Animesh Kujur, Manikanta, and Amlan Borgohain, first of all, as yourself, a 100-meter specialist and a national hero, did you expect that record to go? And second is, what were your thoughts when the race finished?
Actually, I knew that record will go, because all these guys were running 10-2, and they were training at the same place. So thoda experience सबको भी था relay exchange का. So I was confident that on that day the record is going to be broken. And like I said earlier, also I was very happy that they could do this. And like I said, I could have been also a part of the team, but due to hamstring cramp, I couldn't finish my semi-final and I couldn't go to the final. So I'm out of it. But definitely I'm looking forward to it also. And hopefully by God's grace, if I'm a part of it, I can contribute as much as I can for that.
Arup, just one question can I ask Amiya?
Please.
I just wanted to check on data analysis. When we as fans, when we as spectators, or maybe as journalists look at a 4x100, we don't see much except this whole concept of running fast, the baton exchange, and the whole excitement. We also get caught in the frenzy. But I just wanted to ask you two small little questions. There is a word called motion capture, and there is also a word called stride length, the data analysis on that. Do we do that? I mean, for example, your team in Odisha, do you actually look at the analysis in terms of, how fast is the baton exchange? Do you try and improve it through video analysis? And does the Indian team at this moment of time, when I say Indian team, I mean the team that has just broken the record now, do they also try and do all of these modern methods?
Yes, we do in Odisha, and I also believe because the same bunch of athletes are training there, so they also opted. So we use time gates to measure the in-between exchange of baton time, and also the videography for those stride lengths and how well the baton exchanged between two athletes. We do. But like you said, we don't have any motion sensor to measure all this. I mean, not even.
Would that be useful? Are those gadgets useful in the long run? Should the Indian team also have them?
I haven't seen any world-class team who are winning Olympic medals using that yet. But how it will be helpful, we need to check.
Okay.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. And a special thanks to Amiya Mallick. And let me remind all our viewers that he is the man who's had the 100-meter record in 10.26 seconds. That was a national record which stood for 7 years. Amiya has not given up on coming back on the track. We wish him all the best. Good luck to him. We saw him run recently.
Thank you very much.
So good luck to you, Amiya. We really hope you get back.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very
Amiya.
much.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you. Pleasure talking to you all. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
And to all our viewers on NNI Sports, please keep watching and subscribing to the channel. Remember that we are the only media house that obsessively tracks Indian track and field. ये जरूर याद रखिएगा कि हमसे बेहतर या इतना घुस कर और कोई नहीं करता. देखिए और अपने कमेंट्स दीजिए और इस शो को देखने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you.